I was born by the river. Yeah. Good evening, people. That's right. Hi. You guys were thinking about you guys were waiting on a countdown, didn't you? Ha ha! Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh my goodness. So good to see every single person here today. All right. Welcome to the Revolutionary Blackout Network Roundtable. Of course, you see me right now. We shall be having another one of our members joining shortly. Savvy is kind of out of sorts. Not out of sorts in a bad way. She's just, homegirl just tired. She need a break. She's had a long week. Let her have some rest. All right. That's basically it. I'd like to give a warm welcome to all of you. And just remind you guys that we stream every single Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the RBN. Please make sure to click the thumbs up. And if you're new, please make sure to take that sexy thumb and smash down the subscribe button. Just please, pretty please, with sugar on top, honey on top, molasses. You know molasses, right? That sweet brown stuff that's just thick and that just comes out never mind. Anyway, how are you all doing? So good to see every single one of y'all. It's good to see all of you here in the chat. Just want to say hello to everybody that's watching on Rockfin, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I want to say hello. Everybody who's in the chat, CBC voters. So good to see you. Yes, we're on our way to 14. Oh yeah, wait, did she hit 14K subscribers already? Did she? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some boom in it. Okay, hang on. She's at 14,000 subscribers. Savvy Sabs. Well, congratulations to Savvy. I'm not sure if you're watching right now, but congratulations. You just hit 13 yesterday. You hit 14 today. Well, nice job to my comrade. All right. Good for you, girl. Good for you. All right. Thank you very much for that, CBC voter. That was very nice of you to let me know. I wasn't checking on that, but thank you. Also, Miss Joan of the Ark. So good to see you as well. Gore, son of none, says still don't get the subscription notice when I'm joining a live chat. Look, YouTube. Shall I say more? Eric Gray, hey everybody. So good to see you as well. Cryptician is in the house with his hand up. Raw, the real crypticians, please stand up. All right, John Kemper, so good to see you in the chat today. Nina was running Z and Azov colors. Ooh. I'm not touching that one. Arif says Liberia, so good to see you. All right. Crazy flower eater. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So good to see you. Call me John is in the chat. Thank you so much. I hope I did not make your ears bleed today. Omar Rona is in the chat as well. So good to see you. Hola, Omar. All right. Yep. Gotta hit those hymns, baby. Amen. Okay. Terry Connolly says, good evening, fam. The Sun Queen says, I like the singing entrance. I got to entertain y'all somehow because we got some deep stuff to talk about. Yipper99. I like that word. Yipper. It's almost like yippee or yippie or yip yip hooray. Something like that. Whatever. But I like it. It's cool. Joseph Shaw, says jamming the monkeys at work and listening to y'all at the same time. Nice. Do that thing. Zach Davis says, "Hi, JB. How are you, my friend? It is so good to see you. Nice to have you. I am doing well. I just finished a full cup of tea and I have a little bit of caffeine in my system. Apparently, that has to be my go-to for before the streams lately because I'm actually more proficient at doing these streams when I have a little bit of caffeine in my system. Weird as as all get out, but hey, I work with it and it works for me. Good to see every single one of you. Summon Sloth, so good to see you. Oh my, yes. Oh my. So good to see you always as well. Gary Sepp. Yes, it is me, JB, and it's you, Gary, and it's here to have you here. It's go good here now. Why? It's so good to have you here. Oh yeah. She was at 13-1 yesterday. Wow. So you mean she got about 900 subs in one day. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Sabby's definitely on fire. So boy, look, after a while, she can't call herself a small channel no more. She can't be like, we small channels. No, not we. Oh my goodness. But it's all good. I'm so happy for her. Okay, Where Pilgrim. Hey, everybody. Hey, Dr. Nick. Robert Corner says, Shalom, my brother. Shalom to you as well. Anthony, so good to see you here in the chat as well with a big old smile on your face. Steve Wolfbrandt is in the house. So good to see you. Who else is in here I didn't get to say hello to? Anybody else? Yes, Mad Scientist Mike is in the chat. So glad to see you as well. All right. Hobo Rody, so good to see you. Peace to you as well, bro. All right. Who else is in the chat that I didn't get to say hello to? MJ Self-Tauticon. Yo, good to see you too here as well. That sounds like the name of an Autobot or Decepticon. Self-Tauticon. I'm showing my age, aren't I? It's okay. I know I still look good for my age. Golden Silence. So good to see you here as well today. Hash Rebel. Good to see you. Ashura. No, I'm not high. I had coffee. Not coffee. Tea. Look. 2 tea bags and this one mug with some ginger, honey, and lemon. That was it. That's me. Let me see. It was black tea. I probably should start doing green tea more, but I'm still starting on my tea journey. So let me see. Who else did? Oh, Go Start. Good to see you. Good vibes from you too. Thank you so much for joining us today. Who else is? Oh, Gamer and Ganja for life. All right. Good to see you too. I hate work. I hate work too. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work. Yeah. Good to see you too. Smoke him if you got him. That's right. That's right. All right. Oh my goodness. Dana Fairbanks, so good to see you here too as well. And who else is in here? Angela Sangster. Chats everywhere today. Haven't gotten a thing done. Don't care. Look, chill. It's Thursday, the day before Friday. So put your feet up and just chill out and hang out with your boy JB. That's basically it. All right. Capitalism can wait forever. All right. A non-user, so good to see you. Specialty? I wish. I wish. Boy, you guys be seeing JB so lit right now. All right. Jubei McLeod says, good to be with you, JB. Thank you so much. So good to see you as well. Heller. Is it Revolutionary Black Tea? I see what you did there. I sees you. All right. Little teabagging gives him a lot. It's funny because it's true. Anyway, let's go back to the chat. Who else? Oh, Dana. I'm sorry, Diana May says my receipt today at the dollar store was 420. Nice. All right, Pittsburgh dude. So good to see you here as well. Yasmin Aware says, "Hey everyone." Fred Edwards, so good to see you in the chat. Um, who are you expecting to join Revolutionary Blackout? About to tweet and post to Facebook. I think Rome is coming, so get ready because fireworks are coming. Yeah, that's right. Well, Lawrence Johnson, so good to see you here. Wavy Particle is up in here as well. Good to see you from the other side of the country. Bryce Smith, one and only, so good to see you here as well. Who else did I not say hello to? I just want to make sure I get a couple more hellos in before I continue. Anybody else? Hey Zoya, good to see you. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Remember when oh my god, Kevin Hart told that joke about his dad. All right, all right, all right. Atera is so good to see you here as well. All right, let me check to see if there's anybody on Rockfin that's talking. Anybody on Rockfin? Not yet, but people are currently watching. Good to see you here today as well. Okay, so the first story that I actually want to talk about today. This is going to be a very interesting one. So I was going through and I put a little search in the Google machine, and I came across this article, and it's actually pretty interesting, right? Um, and this came out. This article was written in July of 2020. So I'm going to share my screen really quick so that you guys. Oh yeah, hash rabbi. All right, 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 all right. Yeah. Um, but so I'm going to share this article really quick because I think it's very interesting. This is just gonna warm us up before I get to my primary story for tonight. This one is from urban.org, and it says invest in Black lives to protect Black lives. How the public sector can reduce crime and victimization. This is from Storm Irvin and Susan Nimhard. So this is was written back in July 10th of 2020. This is actually a very interesting article, and I just want to cover a couple of points here, but I'm also not going to read the entire thing because I want them to be able to get the clicks and the readership from for this article. But I just want to bring it to some attention, some light to it, because this is actually very good. Okay, so it starts here. It says through the notion of the black, I'm sorry, through, gosh, I can't even do this today. Though the notion of crime in Black neighborhoods continues to dominate some discourse, public narratives often fail to highlight the disproportionate level of victimization in those same neighborhoods. Violence and the disproportionate rates of victimization in Black communities is a product of structural racism. Actually, let me enlarge this just a little bit so you guys can see it better, because I want you guys to be able to read along with me. Okay. It says the Center for Victim Research documents that for the past 4 decades, Black people had 1.5 to 2 times greater risk of being victims of serious violence than white people. Contrary to certain narratives, evidence shows that Black men are most likely to be homicide victims, and Black and Native American women are more likely to experience intimate partner violence in their lifetimes than white women. Black women specifically are 2.5 times more likely than white women to be murdered by men. Most often hidden due to white supremacy and patriarchal gender norms is the fact Black transgender women are more likely to be murdered than transgender women of any other race. If the public sector hopes to expand their focus from the perpetration of criminal activity, which often occurs after someone has been exposed to violence, they ought to invest in creating environments with reduced risks for crime and victimization. And she goes into saying particular risk factors for violent victimization, often mirroring risk factors for violent crime perpetuation. I'm sorry, perpetration, include previous victimization experiences, mental health challenges, low parental education, poverty, and homelessness. And society dominated by white supremacy, Black people are more vulnerable to such risks. Black youth experience adverse childhood experiences more than young people of other races. Though Black Americans experience mental health challenges at similar rates as the general population, they often receive inadequate care to address their illnesses. Black students are less likely than white students to have a parent with a bachelor's degree or higher. Black Americans are more likely than white Americans to experience poverty and unemployment. Though Black people make up 13% of the total US population, they account for 40% of the estimated homeless population. So, this is a very interesting article that I think is it actually touches on how there's a lot of people who want to use policing as the Swiss Army knife to be a fix-all to the Black community. And that's honestly how I see it. It's like they want them to be the mental health specialists. They want them to be the ones who I don't even want to say they want them to fix the housing crisis, so to speak, by just getting the unhoused people out of their neighborhoods. And there's so many things that really what a lot of people in the Black community experience. The issues revolving around it are typically just a lack of resources that push people into doing certain things. Like, for instance, there tends to be a higher rate of theft. Well, why are people stealing? Probably because they just don't have enough, right? And the thing is that there is a lot of times where they'll talk about, oh, well, the crime rate is up, and it's like, well, what are the crimes that are being committed? And a lot of times those crimes are directly tied to crimes of opportunity and crimes of desperation. That being said, if you give opportunity and take away the desperation by giving people resources, then what happens to that crime? I mean, and it's really more like a 1 + 1 = 2 type of situation. The thing is that they all there's this mentality that's like, okay, to alleviate this stuffy nose, we just got to keep giving this person tissues to blow their nose, and it'll get rid of the stuffy nose. Whereas instead of doing that, why not go to the underlying cause of the inflammation within the nasal area? Let's take a look at the blood. Let's see what type of viruses or bacterial infections are in the blood. Let's come up with the either antibacterial or antiviral that will go inside the system in order to help alleviate that disease, that virus, that bacterial infection. And then also in the meantime, let's give something to reduce that inflammation within the nasal passages so that person can breathe a little bit easier. Instead of just giving that person tissue after tissue after tissue after tissue after tissue after tissue. And that's the problem, is that there's always, the answer always seems to be to treat the symptoms, never the cause. And so what this article is pointing out very succinctly, I might add, is that because we have a system that is always so geared towards optics, they want to treat the symptoms rather than the cause. They don't want to know that things are bad, so therefore they use the police to shut everybody up or quell everything down so that it looks like everything's kosher. It looks like everything is copacetic when it's not. And the thing is that there's a problem that really both parties within our country have, is that they focus on the optics of issues rather than treating the underlying cause. And why is that? Because treating the underlying cause takes power away from the oppressive class whom they serve. And that's the point. Because the thing is that if I literally have to take some of the nasal rinses, the antibacterials, and the antivirals away from this patient that is hoarding all the resources so that they only have one vial of each, and then they have their nasal rinse package. Well, guess what? Then they're going to be mad because they can't hoard it all. It's like, too bad. It's so sad. We have to distribute it to everybody. But then they got a problem with that because they're like, well, I only have one. Guess what? Everybody else has one. Good. Now everybody can grow up together. Everybody can breathe better together. Instead of having one person breathe happily and then everybody's suffering and suffocating. And so this is the issue that is, I think a lot of times people don't focus in on. And a lot of times people will talk about, and I'm gonna say names. People will focus on people like Nina Turner and say, well, Nina Turner, well, I love her because she says all the right things and she's so passionate and strong and powerful in the way she speaks. And that's the issue. They're focused on what the person is saying. They're focusing on the rhetoric. They're focusing on the stylistics, but they're not necessarily focusing on what they're doing. Because if you focus on what somebody does versus what somebody says, then that tells you exactly what you need to know. What happened with Barack Obama? What happened with him? Wasn't he a great orator? He can read a teleprompter like nobody's business, right? He said all the right things. And guess what? He got a movement behind him. But what happened when we started to look at what he was doing? We became disaffected. We became removed. We got to a point where we were just like, you know what? No, you're not the dude. Like I said, look at what they say. Look at what they do versus what they say. And that's the thing. That's the problem with a lot of people do not focus. And the thing is that a lot of these politicians and a lot of these people who are focused on that, guess what? What they honestly do is that the optics is, for instance, they're on Twitter. They tweet out, we need housing for all, or retweet this if you believe in Medicare for all. It's an optics issue. The thing is that it's not actually that they're actually going to get anything done. They want you to think that they're going to get something done in order to basically make you. God, it's just like,
I hear you, bro. Because look, like, man, I was listening to you off camera. I've been getting ready because I just got done working. But they do this just to have some type of backbone when it is time for them to run again, something to fall on, some type of security net to say that I believe in Medicare for all. I believe in housing for all. I believe in this and that. You can believe in a lot of things, but what are you going to get done within the powers that you have? So now we look at these people as revolutionaries when they get into these offices and they get into these spots, and now we look at them to pass certain things or at least fight for certain things. When we had not tour for the poor, I'm sorry, forced to vote, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, when Nancy Pelosi was needed those votes to get reelected, we said, hold her accountable, tell her that we're gonna put this on the floor, et cetera, negotiation. Nobody did it because they know that, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, they're trying to play their roles with us and they're trying to play their role within the system. You know what I'm saying? Because if they was to actually go in here and make noise and actually be disobedient, they will lose their seats. They wouldn't have people putting millions of dollars with them. They would have some people saying that they are too radical, etc., etc. They would give them the Nina Turner treatment. So this is why I always ask politicians that, always ask politicians like, all right, yeah, you believe in this, but what can you get done with the power that we are giving you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if we are giving you a seat in your or city representation or city council member, you know what I'm saying, or even a mayor's seat, what are you going to do with that power? Are you going to defund the police? No, Nina Turner isn't going to defund the police. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But and another thing, people do pay attention. The voters, they do pay attention, but a lot of you are just weak-hearted. You know what I'm saying? You weak-hearted when it comes to actually standing your ground against these politicians, against these millionaires and billionaires. You just fall victim to it. You fall victim to you know what I'm saying, them coming to your movements and them shutting you down, and they're adopting your language and all of this shit. And you just let it happen. You don't fight back. You don't bite back. You don't do anything. You don't even say, hey, man, you will let these motherfuckers let politicians come and grab the motherfucking microphone and say whatever, bro. But they can't be me. But I'm just say this. If y'all not gonna lease, if y'all see the truth, don't get mad at the people that do see the truth. Don't get mad at that. Don't get mad at the people that calls out what you see, but you refuse to speak on it because you're too weak. You're too weak hearted to actually do something. Okay, it's only so much that we can do about it. We know that.
Yeah.
But speaking out against this shit is it's the best thing that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Don't just let people be programmed by this bullshit, because we have a lot of people that's stepping into the left or progressive left, DSA every day, and they look far left and they look to the right of the left. And we got to be the ones who set this shit in stone and let it be known that we ain't having this. You know what I'm saying? This is how it is, and this is the way it's gonna be until we change the shit with a revolutionary, with a revolution within the proletarian.
Yeah. You know what? And I'm gonna say this: we are Toto. You're probably wondering what I mean by that. Remember the Wizard of Oz? Remember that movie? Remember when they were in front of the great and powerful wizard, and Toto goes over to the left, and then he bites the curtain and he pulls it back, and you see the wizard say, "Pay no attention to the man in the curtain. You're watching Toto right now. Don't get mad at Toto just because he pulled the curtain back. Don't get mad at Toto." Right? And Rome, you remember that phrase that a lot of times they say, especially in the restaurant atmosphere, they'll say, "You got time to lean, you got time to clean," right? What does that mean? They basically want you to look busy without actually getting something done. Right now, what a lot of politicians are doing is there's a time to lean and there's a time to clean. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. They're making it look like they're busy by just wiping the same spot on that counter over and over and over to make you look like they're actually being productive. That's what these tweets are about. That's what these speeches are about. That's what they're about.
Like, fuck these speeches, bro. We already know what we need. Like, we have the data. We had the data since the 80s to know what the fuck we need.
We do. But the thing is that some people are still falling for the bullshit, and that's the problem. And so this is one of the reasons why communication is so important. Like, for instance, a couple of days ago, Rome, you put out a video where you were speaking with a conservative, and you were basically telling him, and look, he was agreeing with you on a lot of different points. Why? Because you were basically saying, dude, you got to wake up, bro. They're also leading you down the straight too. And because of what you did, and because of what a lot of our viewers do, you're really actually waking people up. This is a period of awakening that we're doing right now. Because the thing is that in order for a movement to actually formulate, an awakening has to take place first. And the problem is that a lot of people went right after Bernie dropped out. Because here's the thing. Some people went back to brunch. Those were the liberals. But some of the left went back to sleep because either one, they felt, all right, crisis averted, Donald Trump is gone, or some of them became so apathetic that it's just like, you know what? Nothing's going to happen. I'm out.
I feel like a lot of niggas is fighting for Bernie just for them to go back to sleep. Because look at the commentators that was fighting for Bernie and now are back at brunch. Look at the people, the activists that was fighting for Bernie, fighting for Elizabeth Warren and all these people, and they are back to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because their life wouldn't ever change. Like they wanted Medicare for all, they wanted this and that. You know what I'm saying? They are allies, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. But they went right back to brunch as soon as Joe Biden got into office. They were saying they were the same people that was fighting against people like us when we was calling out Joe Biden for his crimes and for you know what I'm saying, fracking the earth. Well, I should say fucking the earth. The same fucking week he had got in. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason. A lot of them was fighting to go back to sleep. And Bernie Sanders is a sellout. And I knew it the first year I worked for him that I was gonna have to betray this man. I wasn't gonna go the whole way because he didn't want to go the whole way.
Yeah. Here's my question though. And this is a question to the audience. So you guys put your comments in the chat. How many of you would think the job is done once y'all got Medicare for all? How many of y'all would have thought the job was done once student debt was canceled? How many of y'all would have thought, okay, we got a Green New Deal, I think the job is done? How many of y'all would have thought that the job is done? How many people are just fighting just for those policies, and after that, they exit stage left? They're like, all right, I'm out, peace, deuces. The thing is that the fight is never over because we're always going to be fighting against even the idea or the influence of oppression, because they're always going to want to take it away. So if you thought there's going to be an end to this fight, you're wrong.
That's the thing when you're dealing with democratic socialists. They are fine with capitalism as long as it ain't crushing them. They can deal with the slaves that Nestle have. They can deal with the slaves that Coca-Cola has. You know what I'm saying? They can deal with all of that. They can deal with the destruction of countries that we never seen or can't even point to on the fucking map. They can deal with that. But as long as it's here, as long as they can feel that shit here, they don't give a motherfucker. But if they can get enough from it, these democratic socialists don't give a fuck.
There's a few who honestly are they're siding with imperialism, and next thing you know, it's like the moment we talk about being anti-imperialist, then you know they have a problem with it because they're like, oh, we're trying to protect people around the world from what? Democracy? That's honestly what they're trying to protect people from. They're trying to protect people from democracy because that's the only reason why that we have the United States doing imperialism around the world in order to overthrow, through a coup, democratically elected leaders in order to install their own puppet. So guess what? The United States has led a campaign to end democracy around the world. It hasn't did it to spread it. Spread what? Hell no. They're spreading
NATO.
Yeah,
that's the only thing they have been spreading since who knows when. And like a lot of these people, they know this themselves. That's why I say a lot of these people was fighting for Bernie so they can go to sleep. A lot of these people know the damage that America has caused. They don't care. They don't really care. They will put the flag in their bios. You know what I'm saying? They will even donate. But when it comes to actually fighting, when it comes to actually, you know what I'm saying, putting your life and your career part, not even your fucking Twitter page on the fucking line to say, hey, these niggas need to be killed. These people need to be stopped. They won't even do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even think of seeing these motherfuckers on the front line fighting for any of us. You know what I'm saying? From the black to the browns. You know what I'm saying? They just hear, just like TYT. They get, look at everybody, if y'all can, look up TYT Sports. All it is black people getting their ass beat by the police. And I'm like, how ironic, because this shit is a game to these people.
Yeah. I don't even watch TV. Number one, I'm not a sports person, so I really don't watch sports. Number two, I damn sure don't watch TYT. So two negatives don't equal to positive to me. So I want to get back to the this article that I was looking at a little bit. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do there. Let's put it back in. Oh, nope, I didn't want to do all that either. JB, get it together, man. Get it together, man. All right. Okay, so interesting point here. Investment in mental health treatment. It talks about in the second paragraph here, it says, and according to a 2015 report by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration, Black, Latinx, and Asian populations are less likely to use mental health services than white men and women. Black and Latinx people are also less likely than white Americans to have health insurance and receive culturally competent care. It says to protect against crime and victimization, the public sector must ensure Black populations have sufficient culturally competent opportunities for mental health services and adequate health insurance coverage to access them. Now, what do they mean by culturally competent care? Within the Black community, you have a lot of Black people who kind of shy away from mental health services, right? So because of that, you'll have some Black people who are religious that say, you just need to just give it to God. Just pray on it. While literally having undiagnosed either bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, and things like this. Now, I'm not saying that you go at it from an atheistic standpoint, but what I'm saying is that if you believe in God, use your faith in God that those mental health people can actually help you. And if you're an atheist, believe in science and go see a doctor. But the thing is that it has to be the culturally competent way to approach it from the Black community standpoint. Also, we need more Black mental health professionals too. Let's just be real. We just do. We just don't have enough. And so that's something that needs to be addressed. Also, we all know, we have talked ad nauseum about healthcare, health insurance, the medical industrial complex. We have talked about it ad nauseum as to what is needed. You guys know where I stand. I want a full nationalization of our healthcare system. Some people vary a little bit different. And so it's something that we should, have a deep discussion about. But part of that is if everyone were to have adequate health care, you know how many Black people will actually start seeing mental health professionals?
Dude, they've been doing ethnic cleansing on Black people since the 50s. Why in the fuck would they give us health care now? Not only ethnic cleansing, they have expanded MK Ultra to the Black communities. They have expanded so many fucking test things that they have been expanding from Africa into the Black communities into, America and the Black communities here. They don't give a motherfuck about Black people. Like, as long as we have people that believe in depopulation, you know what I'm saying? Capitalism, bathing in the blood of the young, you will never get health care. You will never get what you want. And this is why I don't take it easy on this system. I don't try to find a way to wiggle my way out of this shit. All of the shit that we are teaching you, all of the shit that we are putting on the fucking table and telling you guys, okay, look, our leaders are evil. How do you combat evil? And don't tell me love. Because we have tried that. We have marched. We have said what we want. We have held up signs. We have got our ass beat. We have got gassed. So how do we start at least to change this? And you know what it takes. Your heart is telling you. Your mind, that fucking voice in the back of your mind is telling you. You know. Stop being scared of the fucking truth. Because you know what should scare you? That these people already know how you're going to die. These people already know how you're going to go. They already know what they're going to use you for. They already know when they're going to throw you the fuck out. So why not fight the fuck back? Get your life back. We can't combat this shit. We can't win. You won't win as long as we keep questioning our fucking ways, bro. Just do this shit. Just do it. It might not fucking work the first time. It might work, but fuck. They already got our name written on the tombstone. How far down in the fucking shit y'all want to go? Reparations will never be fucking given to fucking black people. We need revolution and then reparation. And then what is reparations under fucking fascism?
I just wanted to address a comment really quick from Facebook. You say, with all the bashing on Nina Turner, what do you suggest that Ohio 11 do instead of to vote to keep the neoliberal establishment Democrat in? Hang on. I'm going to address this. Okay, number one, as far as the bashing of Nina Turner that you say is happening, it's really a truth telling of exactly what the Democratic Party is, number one. Number two, in fact, as we can see right now, they would never let Nina Turner in. And then people who say, oh, well, you guys are saying all these bad things is just going to create apathy. The thing is that we're not being apathetic. We're actually being honest about what's going on. Part of it's because the Democratic Party wouldn't even want her in it anyway, because they consider her to be too far to the left. So if that's the case, then it's like, why are we fighting for a party that doesn't really want to change anything in the first place? This is one of the reasons why we talk about doing direct action outside of it. If you do want to do some type of electoralism, we say focus on a more light-handed approach on electoralism, and then use it for the more localized localized system that you are in. Maybe it may be city council, county, things like that. And then on top of it, you focus more on direct action and mutual aid, because that is actually what actually changes things. This is what happened during the women's movement. This is what happened during the gay rights movement. This is what happened during the civil rights movement. It's all heavy-handed approach to direct action, and then they use the power of the heavy-handed approach to basically, like an arm and a hammer, to drive in the nail. That's the politician to do what they want to do. And I say this with confidence because we literally got a racist to sign the Civil Rights Act as well as the Voting Rights Act. We literally got a racist to do it. So the thing is that most of the action has to be put on direct action. So the thing is that, number one, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Nina's going to lose. And I know that's hard to hear, but the thing is that
they know it. They fucking know it. Stop fucking acting like you don't see it. Nigga, you have seen no pushback from even half of the progressive caucus. You know what I'm saying? You've seen pushback from independent journalists, but you guys haven't seen any pushback from the Democratic Party, no fucking corner of it, because they know. They have got the word. So stop acting like you don't. This is how this shit goes. If you are too far left for the fucking for the word that they are trying to give out right now, like all of these things that Nina Turner have done for the Democratic Party, she herded millions of people into the Democratic Party for Bernie Sanders, for the left, et cetera, et cetera. Look how they are treating her. Now, think about the things that they will do to you. Think about the things that they are doing to your favorite progressive. Think about the things that they are saying to these people behind closed doors. This isn't some Nina Turner get in and she do what she want. No, this is a party. Even if you was to get even an RBN and you think that you're just going to come in and say what you want, I can't even say what the fuck I want. I'm one of the founders of this damn group, and I can't even say what the fuck I want. I can't even move. So imagine being in a corporation like the Democratic Party. Like, you guys are out of your fucking minds. If you think that somebody can just come in here and just, okay, well, I'm going to stick my chest out, and I'm not going to sign your bill, and I'm going to do it. Man, these are fucking corporations that we are dealing with that have been running America, that have been writing our fucking bills before we have been alive, from the streets to healthcare. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna stop no shit like that without a proletarian-led party. And that's why people saying if she ran independent, yeah, I'll vote for Nina Turner. But she's not gonna vote independent. She don't even want to defund the police. She don't even want to force to vote because she's trying to get in line with this party who don't give a fuck about her or black people at all. Tell me the last thing that they voted on or passed that not like stop fucking with me. Cause y'all try to make me think I'm dumb. These people try to make me think I'm dumb. No, don't believe what you are seeing. Nigga, is she not married to a cop? Go search Nina Turner defund the police. You will see nothing. You know what I'm saying? While I'm getting discriminated, while I'm fighting against fucking cops, while I just was just arguing against cops in fucking Boston. You think a nigga like me gonna look at that like, yeah, I can go out there and canvas for a woman like that? You got me fucked up. Y'all niggas either come with it or don't come at all. This is not a time for politicians. This is not a time for people with promises. This is a time for revolution. This is a time for all we got. This is the time to push it. This is our time. Stop giving your power up. Stop giving your money away. Stop giving your life away to these people. Stop risking your life for these people with progressive policies. If we believe in it, why not just do it our damn selves? If we believe in it, why not just go out and push it our damn selves? If we want to feed the people, why not go out and feed the people our damn selves? It ain't that motherfucking hard. And I'm going to tell you, they don't even make it look hard because they don't want you to do it. They don't want you to do it. But it's so easy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. And you know, this is going to be my last comment. But the thing is that for some of us, it doesn't take an hour. Sometimes it takes 7, 8, 9 hours because of the way the Democratic Party tends to rig their primaries. Yes, they do that as well. You say, I just understand mutual aid, direct action is what's needed. I just think giving up totally is not the way to go until we are organized, prepare for a general strike.
Well, get organized. Stop. I'm so sick and tired of you motherfuckers be wasting so many motherfucking generations saying that damn ass bullshit. How old is you, bro? Let me look at your motherfucker bitch. Just a woman. Dog, you gotta be in your motherfucking 30s. So I'm gonna tell you this. Stop saying that shit. Stop wasting time. Stop voting and just do this damn thing, man. We have wasted so many times. My leaders are dead. Gone. My leaders are dead. What the fuck, man? What the fuck is it gonna get you guys to take to realize that you gonna have to get your hands dirty in order to make change, in order to fucking build, in order to destroy? What is it gonna get through your hands to take this shit on your own? Like, I just don't understand. Even if it did take 30 seconds and my fucking community to vote for politicians, you know what else take 30 seconds? To put $5 in every motherfucking pump at the gas station, to feed everybody on that motherfucking block, to make sure that everybody got a Coke during the winter, to make sure that, nigga, 30 seconds, I can, instead of wasting my motherfucking 30 seconds for a politician, I can waste my 30 seconds on a motherfucking community that really needs me. So at the end of the day, they have money. They have the support. They have ads on TV. We don't have that. We don't have the support. We don't have ads on TV. You know what I'm saying? We in the hood. They ain't got no $5 cent a day commercials for us. It's over for all that shit. Stop voting. Stop giving up. There's no hope in it. Give up your hope. All that hope, all that fantasy, all that shit that y'all put into it, and I know that you have put into it. I know I put in a lot into it. I traveled across America for Bernie Sanders. I risked my life for this fucking white man, for this white Jew with progressive policies. I put myself under an umbrella for this man, and I know it takes a lot, and I took away a lot. But fuck, take yourself back. Take yourself back. Get yourself from under that umbrella. Because even if it does rain, we're going to withstand the motherfucking pain. We're going to withstand this pain. And we're going to do the damn thing, y'all. With our own name. So we won't have to fucking compromise. Why is Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden too weak on black communities or black subjects or this and that or foreign policies? We can just be ourselves. We can push our own motherfucking agenda, our own policies, our own motherfucking shit. And that's what I have been doing. I will never let another man keep me down. Never again. I'm gonna push my own motherfucking propaganda. And that's how it's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Stop it, man. Y'all niggas just too weak for the revolution. You keep fighting. You looking for a leader when the leader is you. The leader have been you this whole time. All of these generations. I done heard it. From prisons to the streets. You motherfuckers got all of this knowledge. You went to college. You went to here. You traveled to there, to Puerto Rico, to Costa Rica, to this and that. And you still ain't doing nothing with this knowledge. Our leaders have lived and died. And you have had the privilege to see them. And you have done nothing with their knowledge. It's time to stop the bullshit. If you're too weak, then step back and let us fight. Let the front line fight. Have our back so we can have a net to fall on. Have our back so we can have a next generation ready to step up and do the fucking fight. Teach them. Don't hold us back with that voting shit. The black community have been through enough from ethnic cleansing and all of it. Yeah. The black communities to the brown communities, the Latino communities, we have seen enough and we have heard enough. And I know there are still black voters. I'm not speaking for them. I know there are still brown voters. I'm not speaking for them. I'm speaking for the majority of us. Because the majority of us don't give a motherfuck about America. The majority of us just want better. Whether that be socialism, communism, or capitalism, people just want better. Right? So what we're going to fucking do is we're going to take care of our people under the name of communism, under the blood, sweat, and tears of communism, of what we have done, what we bring, what we teach. We're going to do this shit under socialism, and we're going to bring our people together, and we're going to bring down and let not only this fucking country know, we're going to let the other countries know around this motherfucker that it's not only you guys who want the death of America, it's us that want the death of America. And when I say the death of America, I don't mean the death of you. I mean the death of racism, imperialism, capitalism, all this shit that bring us where we are at today. I am so sick and tired of it. Don't know how I'm going to pay a bill. I have to sell drugs. I have to sell my dick. I'm so sick and tired of it. We can do better. Yeah. We can do better. Yeah. A real build back fucking movement. Yeah. Something where we can really get our hands into it. Yes, you might have to get your hands dirty. Yes, you might have to sweat. Yes, you might have to shed blood for it. But that's when you know you earned it. You people are waiting for a revolution. When have a revolution ever came to a motherfucker that was waiting? You take this shit upon your own arms. You shake this shit yourself. And when we burn down this bitch, we're going to build from the ashes that we have burned in our image. Fuck all of this shit. Fuck all of these people that don't agree. I have no time for them. I have kids and a grandson. And I see my future isn't going nowhere if I hand it to people like you people who just think that it's somebody who's going to come along like a unicorn or some type of god to overthrow all this evilness that we have been doing as humans, as Americans. All of our tax dollars, from the food to the taxes that we have paid back, it all goes to other people's destruction. We are sitting here waiting for somebody to come save us. Come save me. When they have given you the tools. These capitalists have sold themselves out so much. They gave you the tools to destroy them, but you're so fucking blinded that you don't even know what's in your motherfucking hands. You don't even know how much power that you actually wield. You're so fucking uppity and so fucking jumpity to give it to the next nigga every 2 to 4 to 6 years. Oh, you believe in what I believe in. You make me feel good. Well, here's my vote. Here you go. Well, you're black. Oh, here you go. Oh, you're a brown person. Oh, here you go. Okay, and then what? I see if these motherfuckers was leading revolutionary causes. I see if this motherfucker went to jail for killing a motherfucker on Wall Street, got out, and was able to fucking run for office and not under the Democratic or the Republican Party. As like, bro, I see if this motherfucker was leading fucking movements like unions. You motherfuckers give up for the most weakest shit ever. Sickening. But you get what you deserve. But then you got a nigga like me saying there's blood on your hands. So you like, don't say that, Rome. Oh my God, don't say that. There's blood on your hands. You voted for Joe Biden. You voted for AOC. You put all this money and this power into these people's hands. And you don't think that you deserve any credit for it? Yes, you do. All that tax the rich dress, all that. That was thank you. Thank you. Because you set us back another 20 years. I just wanted to thank you. Nothing has been done. Nothing has been changed. But you want to feel good about it. Mm-hmm. Fuck you, nigga. Ain't nothing to feel good about. We still starving people out, not only in Afghanistan, not only in Iran, not only in the Middle East, Africa. We is waging war against American citizens now, thanks to you Democrats. Thank you so much. Thank you. We got sanctions on America, on American citizens. Thank you so much, Democrats. Round of applause. Matter of fact, you deserve a standing ovation. Thank you so much. You starved out my mother. Thank you. Now she have to probably move with me. Thank you. Oh my God, my auntie is going through it. Y'all kicked her off her fucking unemployment and stimulus. She didn't know. Thank you. You deserve. Oh my. You did so much. And I'm not just clapping for that. I'm clapping because you helped me radicalize these people that has been voting for Democrats 30 fucking years. You helped me. And I just wanted to give you a standing applause because you are the real acceleration party. It isn't my party. It isn't the CARE party. It isn't the Republican Party. It's you motherfuckers. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just can't thank you enough. Because without you people, my family wouldn't agree with me. My family wouldn't see what I see. So thank you so fucking much. Because you have given me the power that I need to overthrow people like you when it comes to be. So thank you so motherfucking much. Thank you. Bitch.
I think what a lot of things that a lot of people don't understand, and I think that the lady in the chat is that the angst and the ire is directly at the party itself and how they pretty much they don't care about us. And there is a point where a lot of us are so disaffected from them that we're just like, you know what, we're done. And you pointed out a lot of what, why we are disaffected, because we're just tired. And we have been, called, nihilistic for it. we have been called doomers for saying that we need to shift our focus. And so that's one of the reasons why there's many of us who are disaffected right now, who are to the point right now where really anything that they say, anything they do, that they come out with, we're not going to believe. Because the thing is that the only way we'll actually believe something is when you live through it, when you see the actual results. Because it's just like the old saying goes, your actions speak louder than words. And the thing is that we have seen their actions prove otherwise to what we actually need. In fact, that their actions have proven to be more of an oppression towards us than anything else. So I think that's one of the things that I think that we need to get into our brains now.
It don't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? Life happens so fast. The people that's cheerleading is going to be some of the first to die because they won't even see it coming. So it don't even, like, sometimes I don't even give a fuck anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing people dying on the streets. I see activists. I got phone numbers of activists that have died mysteriously. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just starting not to give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know what's coming to a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what's coming to. They think that they can still vote their way out of this or feel good until their death date. Just like a lot of these people who went out and voted for Joe Biden, caught coronavirus and died for this man. Yeah. So I don't even, I fight for everybody. But I only fight with the people who's paying attention.
Yeah.
So if you was to question the proletarians' movements, you question the proletarians, you know what I'm saying, our hearts and where we should be at. Nigga, you don't even question these niggas. Why question us? You give your vote and your money away to these people year after year. But when it comes to people like us, you question us. You say, are we in the right mind while these people give their fucking votes away to fucking bombs and fucking regime changes, and they agree with it and they just shake their head on MSNBC and CNN. But when it comes to people like us, you like, well, what is your next move? Nigga, revolution. That's the only move. It isn't reform. What haven't we reformed? Are black people not free, right? We reformed that. We reformed, you know what I'm saying? The shit with the natives. They got land, right? We reformed the shit with the fucking Latinos and the Mexicans, right? No. We need a revolution now. This is our next move. And anybody telling you anything different, they a motherfucking fed. Straight like that. Land back. Not only to the Mexicans and the Latinos, but black people need their own motherfucking land too. We need to separate as much as we can. I'm telling y'all the truth. Our leaders have been saying, like, bro, our leaders have been saying this. We need to come together, but separate certain people. We're not ready to live together for real, even as Americans. So let us get our fucking communities together so we can come together. Let's break up America within the blacks, the whites, the natives, the this and that. We break up the government. We stop having such a stronghold over these fucking countries and other continents and deal with what needs to be done. And then we come together if something else happens outside. We can come together as a union. But America does need to be broken up. We do need people with their own power. We do need black people with government representation, not just Barack Obama. We need all of our communities heard. Every last one. And let's be real, a lot of you people are prejudiced. A lot of you people are still racist. You're not ready to come together as that, okay. But fuck, man, we got to get this shit together. We got to get these mad people out of off the top first in order for us to have this type of power. Because I'm telling y'all, you can have the prejudice that you want. You can be the most racist motherfucker that you want. They are gonna kill every last one of us if we don't stop it.
Yeah. Okay, so as far as the rest of that article that I was reading, you guys can I put the link inside the chat for you guys to take a look at. So I want to get to the primary story that I wanted to get to. This one is going to be a little crazy, but let's get to that. Let me go here. Okay. This is from ebony.com. It's interesting article. It says, new study reveals that Harvard University's leadership and staff enslaved at least 70 people. I'm going to read it again. New study reveals that Harvard University's leadership and staff enslaved at least 70 people. Institutional racism, people. All right, so let's get into this article. This is by Rashad Grove. This actually came out about a day ago. Let me see. It starts off, it says Harvard University has released a report describing the school's historic ties to the United States slave trade. Lawrence Blackout, president of Harvard University, convened a committee in 2019 that included representatives from all the schools on campus. The relatives were then asked to assist the examination of the university's role in U.S. slavery. The committee's work was to have a strong grounding in rigorous research to critical perspectives that will inform not only our understanding of facts, but also how we might address the ramifications of what we learn, Blackout was said. According to a new report, the committee discovered that the Harvard faculty and staff enslaved at least 70 people from the school's founding in 1636 to the banning of slavery in Massachusetts in 1783. So when we talk about things like systemic racism, this is what we're talking about. Basically, even slavery is even within the fabric of some of the most elite education institutions within this country. And so when we talk about trying to, change things, we're talking about, on a foundational level.
Think about if black people had their own government. You know what I'm saying? Like then these motherfuckers have a reason to call us racist if they was to come in the black, you know what I'm saying, the black states that black people ran. If they was like, okay, well, we're not getting up because black people was running these states. Okay, then you will have a reason to call us racist because we have systematic power in order to, you know what I'm saying, discriminate against a fucking white person. You know what I'm saying? But right now, black people don't have that power. We never probably never would with the pace that we are going right now. And this is the only reason why I argue for separation. A lot of my leaders argue for separation because not only is the black community is so far behind and we have to catch up, black men ourselves are still stuck in the 1960s, 1970s, and we have a lot to learn. We have a lot of growing to do. We have to get a hold of our black communities. We have to get, you know what I'm saying, back in love and in touch with our black communities in order for us to come back up. I'm not saying segregation to our motherfucking, oh, this blacks only. You know what I'm saying? Like, but let's keep it real. Even post-revolution, there are not going to be excuse me, even during the revolution, there is not going to be whites fighting on our side because they are racist. Post-revolutions, there are not going to be whites living next to your black ass or your brown ass because they are racist. So what do we do with people like them or you? How do we come together as a community? How do we build together as a union? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, in order for us to come up together, we have to come together as, you know what I'm saying, as people, the best people that we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why I always say culture is so important in the revolution, because people like pro-American communists will never be able to get me to fight in a revolution. They'd be like, oh, well, we fighting for this and that and blah, blah. I'm like, no, that's just not my style. But if I got somebody coming from my hood, like, look, man, we got to get this shit together. We need black power. Black power, bro. That's just not a myth. That is not a myth. You know what I'm saying? We need black power. We really need that. Systemically. Black power. You know what I'm saying? And until that shit happens, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Revolution or not, whether you're a communist or a socialist, no matter how you feel, if you're not racist yourself, that has nothing to do with it. You have to think about the people that's around you. You have to think about the people that's living in these communities. Not only is white people racist, but black people are prejudiced themselves, and they don't want to live around. I can name at least 10 of my family members that don't want to live around white people. Don't want to work with them. Like, so how the fuck? Let's keep it real, y'all. We got enough land to do what the fuck we want. As long as we control our own governments, our own states, wherever the fuck you want to call it, our own unions, then that should be good enough. But let's keep it real. Black people, brown people need their land. Either black people go back to Africa and find that, or black people find it here. You know what I'm saying? But holy fuck, it's got to be a change. And we need power. And land is power. Don't give me that reformist bullshit. Land is power. Land is say so. And ever since I have been the owner of land, this is the only time the government has been contacting me for bullshit. So don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it is what it is. But we do need separation of certain races, certain people, I should say. It's going to be white people amongst black communities. Of course, it's going to be brown people amongst black communities. It's going to be black people amongst white communities. But when it comes to certain shit, let's be real about this. Let's be real, bro. You don't want my black ass standing next to you, bro.
I want your black ass standing next to me.
You wish. You can have all this fucking free weed and we're going to have all that secret gay sex.
No, Rome, don't you do it. Don't. Mm-mm. I'm gonna hit you over the head with
all that secret gay
nope. Rome was the bottom. No, man. Rome, you keep talking like that, man. I'm gonna hit you over the head with a newspaper. I'm gonna get Jet Magazine and no.
You still got a Jet Magazine, motherfucker?
Hell yeah, man. You met my mama. You know she still got a Jet Magazine up in the house.
Oh, wait. That bitch
gonna
hurt like
a bitch. I was looking at Jet Magazine the other day.
Man, Jet Magazine, boy. You probably can get some money for them motherfuckers.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm willing to sell it too, because
that was before a lot of people started cooning too. Openly.
Yeah. Yeah. Brandy says, I'm keep trying to get you to come to Arkansas and Rome.
Arkansas, that sounds cold as hell. But I know Texas, Tennessee, and Dallas, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, or I'm trying to hit either Nashville or something Tennessee. Going to be my first states when I hop back on the road from Delaware and Kansas City. But good thing is we just went corporate. So I officially own Tour for the Poor. You know, I didn't do any work. Shout out to Sebastian. Shout out to my assistant Anita. They really was doing all the hard work. You know, bosses don't do any work, so that was all. That was all of them. They did all the hard work. You know, I did most of the wording, I should say, or how I wanted. But they did all the hard work. They got it passed. They denied me 3-4 times. But now I'm the official owner of Tour for the Poor. And you know what I'm saying? Like I can take loans out and all that stuff to use it against them. And I'm gonna buy more land, I'm gonna buy guns, I'm gonna give it to people under this corporation. And man, it's gonna be so beautiful, man. It's gonna be so beautiful. I'm finally gonna have the money to build my army.
So you mean to tell me that now you established the industry of Big Poor?
Yeah. And they, like, a lot of people saying, yeah, you should go for nonprofit and this and that. I'm like, yeah, LLC give me a little bit more control over it, and plus I can get bigger donations, bigger loans, etc., etc. And I can damn near write off every damn thing that I get. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do this and then use this money against them. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna live that long. The longest, you know what I'm saying, somebody do it for me after I'm gone, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, this shit'd go well. But man, it was a journey. I'm still gonna do a nonprofit for another thing that I got going on. But everybody under Tour for the Poor is gonna be an employee. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna get paid, and then you know what I'm saying, basically around the hour, $25 an hour, et cetera, et cetera. I'm just working on these things right now, trying to get yeah. And that was another thing. That's why I didn't go with nonprofit. But the LLC give me a little bit more freedom, and I can get a lot of bit more money. So we're gonna use it against them. We're gonna buy up more cheap land throughout the fucking country. We're gonna buy up guns. We're gonna buy up clothing. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, and I can actually get funding not only from you guys but from other people and corporations when it comes to building my the thrift store. You know, go on tour and put cars and whatever tickets in the company's name. Just use the government how they have been using us, and we're gonna make sure a lot of you people are fed. Make sure a lot of you people, like, I don't forget names, I don't forget faces and stuff like that. If I see you, I'm gonna remember. If I see you in person, I probably won't know you because that's not how you look right now, motherfucker. But if you tell me who you are, I'm gonna remember you. You know what I'm saying? You call my phone number, I'm gonna remember you forever. But we're gonna get this ball rolling, and I want to thank all of you for helping me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that donated from fucking 50, I had people donating 50 cents to $2,000. You know what I'm saying? To $5,000. Thank all of you. You know what I'm saying? From there to in between, you made this happen. You know, and like I always told people, it doesn't take much. You know what I'm saying? Just be original. Just be real about it and let people know that this is what you are fighting for, and they will see you through it. You know what I'm saying? They will help you through it if you feel like you don't have what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Some people will push you through it because they feel like you do have what it takes. And sometimes I do get down. Sometimes I do feel like this isn't my fight. Sometimes I feel like I just want to give up. But there's people around me that's, you know what I'm saying, putting it in my head, that's telling me that, you know, like you the next Malcolm X, you the this and that, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? They just boosting me up and pushing me to do better. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm not what they see me as,
Yeah.
you know, we can always do better than just falling down because somebody pushed us. You know what I'm saying? That's that describes the weak man. If you fall down when somebody push you, you're weak. But if you get back up and you throw a blow, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they'd be down. Even if you do lose that fight. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people with this voting shit, from the Democratic Party to the Green Party, they feel like if you can't beat them, join them. I feel like if you can't beat them, train until the day that you can. And that's what we have been doing at RBN, you know. So fucks my blood.
So yeah. Harvard had slaves. And a lot of us are saying duh.
Of course, nigga.
Of course they did. In the words of Cenk Uygur, of course. So yeah, that happened. And so people are now discovering that systemic racism has yeah. So what else is left? So that's one of the things. I don't want to spend too much time on here that much longer. I love you, Rome, but I'm tired as hell. I'm tired like a bad pickup line, brother.
I'm tired like my motherfucking back. I was just working low key, you know what I'm saying? I was just doing my other handle for my porch, you know what I'm saying? I refuse to go electric because I feel like doing it by hand is just more love into it. So when you see it, you're like, damn, I actually did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can rub your hand across it and be like, wow, I'm not getting no splinters. Like,
that's what she said.
Like professional. Yeah, you know, when you do it by hand, it just feels like something way better, you know.
Rome, you like doing it by hand?
Oh yeah, because when you look, you know what I'm saying, you grabbed it like this, right? I mean, I'm wrong way.
I just got myself in trouble. Like, what in the hell? JB, why in the hell did you even cancel me, people? Just cancel me.
You gotta firmly grip it. See, this is what people look. This is what people is, you know what I'm saying, getting wrong. When you are masturbating your partner that's wrong, you have to get behind them.
We can't even say the U word for a name of a country, and now you're saying the M word.
You don't get behind them, at least get on the side of them. That way your thumb is the same way your thumb is. Because look, when you do it, the thumb is on the top. When you do it like this, the thumb is on the top. Right?
Censorship! I can't. What?
The thumb is on the top. It's gonna feel too different, right? So when the thumb is on the bottom, not only do we have veins, right?
What in the hell?
When you have the thumb at the bottom, you have your thumb that's basically a bosom for the vein, and then you cuff the balls.
All right, we're gonna have to go because this ain't just no rock fin.
You cuff the balls and then you go
wrong. Stop it. Shut up. I'm gonna get that Jet magazine. I'm gonna hit you over the head with it.
Look, the best way to swallow cum is don't breathe, bitch. Don't breathe. Just do it. It's like a shot of liquor.
Okay,
I
people, I love you.
I want you to drink
you
your
have
liquor.
to go.
You can't.
Y'all are beautiful, wonderful. Make sure
You can't breathe. Breathing
make sure,
is connected to your tongue. Your
make
tongue is
sure.
gonna taste it if you breathe it
No,
in.
make
Okay, what?
sure
So
to
look,
water your plants.
look. If your man
Water
is a little
yourselves.
salty, he's a little salty.
And
Okay,
leave
he
the world
didn't drink no water.
better than
He
you
didn't
found
drink
it.
any Gatorade. No power.
And
Okay, look.
smoke them if you got them.
Okay,
I love
look. All
all
you gotta
y'all.
do is
Y'all have yourself a
okay.
wonderful day. Forehead kisses. Mwah. I love you. Don't listen to a damn word that Rome just said unless it's on Rockfin only. Bye-bye.